I never personally got into Naruto myself, but this crossover is actually really, really cool. Hello there, Transformers fans, and welcome back to another cool toy review, where today we are reviewing the new Transformers crossover with Naruto, featuring a character inspired by Naruto here, Kurama, which he transforms into the nine-tailed fox spirit that resides within Naruto from my very, very surface level understanding of that series. Then we've got this little frog guy right here, Gamakichi, who's also very, very cool looking, but the thing I'm most excited about the Gamakichi figure is the repaint potential into Diver, that green little frog maximal from Beast Wars 2nd. I really hope we have a Diver coming very, very soon based off of this mold right here. But more on that later. Here they are in the packaging, and the packaging itself also looks really cool. I like how it's kind of like scroll style almost, unless it's meant to be something else from this series, in which case someone please let me know in the comments down below. If you look at the back, these guys come with a bunch of effects and weapons. So Gamakichi comes with a little sword and a scroll, while Kurama comes with some kunais and some bluish effects as well. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here they are, Naruto running out of the packaging, and they actually look pretty awesome side by side. I really like the colors on Gamakichi, especially just having that kind of, I don't know, tiger print frog design. It's just a really, really cool look for this character. And once again, I just cannot wait to see this guy in bright green. Get a close look on that face sculpt there. You get a really nice face sculpt. I really like how that looks. You got the face paint on there, and you've got some pretty good detail on his little ninja bandana there as well. He is fully articulated. Head is on a ball joint. Shoulders are on a ball joint as well. Elbows are on a ball joint. You can also flip out his flippers from his frog mode there. His frog legs on his back are also on a ball joint. No waist. Hips are on a ball joint. Knees are on a ball joint. Ankles are on a ball joint. And that's pretty much it for Gamakichi's articulation. Like I said, he also comes with a scroll, which you can put in one or the other hand. And he comes with a short little katana. There we go. So there he is with his weapons and accessories. Next up, we have Kurama here, and this one is a heavy, heavy retool of the Cheetor Tigatron mold that they did in Kingdom First and then have done a few variations of since then. And honestly, this is probably one of the most interesting and intricate remolds that they've done of that design so far. And real quick, for comparison, so you can see him side by side, here he is next to the Cheetor mold. And while I said the Cheetor slash Tigatron mold, it's more from the Cheetor mold given the size of it, because this one's more deluxe size, while Tigatron was more of a Voyager size. But here they are side by side, so you can see the differences that they made between the two molds. Their transformation is the most similar part about them, to be honest. But overall, design-wise, the transformation is really the most similar bit about them. I mean, from what you can see, it's the same mold in principle, but when you start really looking at all the different details and the textures, it gets very, very different. Kurama is also fully articulated. Head is on a ball joint, fully articulated shoulders. There we go, get that full all the way around. 360 on the biceps as well. A hinge joint on the elbows, wrist joints. You can open and close the fingers on his hands, which I think is very, very cool. Except for on this left hand here, he's doing this double finger pointing type gesture, which I think also looks pretty cool. Waist articulation, because this figure did have waist articulation before. You have his crotch plate articulation still for some reason. Hip articulation, upper thigh, single jointed knees. Ankles go side to side and forward and back. And then his tail stuff back here also articulates, so you could do different poses with that while he's in robot mode if you like. And then that's pretty much it for articulation. I love all the different bandages and wrappings that he's got on different spots too. I think that's really cool. I like how he's got the sandal style feet, like Naruto has his sandals in the series. You've got on his face sculpt, a very kind of Naruto looking face sculpt in my opinion, with his little signature bandana. It'd be really cool if that symbol there at the top, that little red spot, was actually a Maximal or Autobot symbol. Doesn't appear to be a symbol of any kind, really, just a red fill-in spot that just looks cool. And that's pretty much for his overall outer detail. At the beginning of this video, I had one of his little feet splash effects for when he's running across water, which I think is super cool. And you get one of each. They just peg onto the bottom of the foot there, so you can simulate him, Naruto, running across water, which I think is really cool. But then you also get these cool little energy effects that go with him, like this little energy ball, and then this other energy ball that is spread out into this big, like, energy fan blade type thing. And while you can put those in his hands, what I like to do with those is I like to bring out his other arms from his beast mode here and plug those in to the bottom of those paws, and then take his kunais, which he also comes with, and put those in his hands. And when you get that all on him, what you're left with is a pretty sweet look, and you can do all kinds of cool different poses with these effects on him. But really awesome with the accessories on this guy. I love the little energy effects, the splash effects, all of it. It makes for a very cool display with this particular figure. And real quick for comparison, here they are next to the Maximal crew of Beast Wars 2nd. Of all the Maximal characters, I felt like these guys fit in with the Beast Wars 2nd crew really, really well, or even Big Convoy's crew, to be honest with you. But I could definitely see these two characters crossovering with this team most of all. Hopefully, we have this guy getting repainted into Diver, like I mentioned earlier, because, well, now that you see the crew together, he's the only one I'm missing. And that's not because he's simply rare or old, it's really because he's the rarest member of this crew to get a hold of. If I remember correctly, I think he was exclusively released with a playset, which is why he's so difficult to get a hold of. Anyway, there they are side by side, and I think they look really, really cool with this crew in particular. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Transforming these two is pretty simple and straightforward. Let's start with this guy. We're going to start by taking out his extra weapon accessories. You don't need any of those to transform him into beast mode or nine-tail fox mode, which again, it looks really, really sweet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull up on this chest section right here, close that jaw, rotate that head around, and then just close that up. Then we're going to open those waist panels, rotate those arms in like so, and then bring these chest panels down and just peg them together right in the middle, and then bring those waist panels back down and close them in at the side. Go ahead and rotate those fists to how you want them displayed, really. And then now is for the leg. So fold out that animal leg, fold in that foot. It only really goes in about that far. Bring that up like so, bring that back and arch that knee. And then just do the same thing on the other side, like so. Next, we just got to straighten out this back panel and then flare out those tails. And there is Kurama in his nine-tail fox mode, which again looks very, very good. He has some decent articulation in this mode. The jaw opens and closes. I wish you could position the head differently. I wish there was some kind of articulation on this beast mode head so it's not just, kind of looking down. That's really the only thing that bugs me about the beast mode mold here. Decent articulation on the shoulders, full 360, and then that's on a ball joint as well. Single jointed elbows, wrists are on a ball joint. No real waist articulation. I mean, just a little bit because it's technically there, but the arms from the robot mode do get in the way of it. Hips can go in and out. Technically, you've got a full 360 on them. Nice upper knee joint right here, upper thigh still, knee joint right here, and a joint right there as well. The tails, you've got this little thing that rotates all the way around as well. And then this chunk is on a ball joint. It mirrors this side. And then this middle piece is also on a ball joint. And then that little piece is on a hinge. So you can get some cool posing out of the bundles of 3 tails for his all 9 tails. And that's pretty much it for Kurama in his beast mode. Next, we've got Gamakichi, same thing. We're going to take those weapons out of his hands. Well, that's a scroll. Take those weapons out of his hands. Then we're going to open this little panel right here and flip his head up, tab that section right there into place, rotate that leg around, peg that in, rotate that leg around. There we go. Peg that in as well, so those legs should be tucked up under there. Then fold that section down, and then tuck that arm underneath, and there you have that frog leg. Do the same thing over here. Bring that section down, flip that around, tuck that underneath, and then up here you have these little shoulder joints. There's a little peg right there that helps lock its position into place. You want to rotate that down as well, so you can get that arm positioned how you like it. It just makes it easier standing him up and posing. Do the same thing on the other side because it's on both sides. And there is Gamakichi in his frog mode or toad mode, depending on what he is. I'm not sure if he's a frog or a toad, but he's some kind of amphibian creature that resembles a frog or toad. And he looks even cooler in this mode, in my opinion. I really like how his frog mode turned out. And once again, not to sound like a brokered record, but I hope to see him in green very, very soon. Articulation in this mode is pretty cool. His mouth does open and close. His head kind of acts like a little tongue back there, which is kind of traditional for a beast mode frog transformer character. You have a peg up in here so you can place his scroll in his mouth. You can even put his knife in his mouth as well, and he can have that in the battle, or you can put his knife in one of his flippers, if you like, one of his hands. Articulation in this mode, he can, again, open and close his mouth. His head doesn't really do anything in this mode. Shoulders do a full 360 on a ball joint. Same with the hind legs, as well as the knees. And then, once again, you've got a hinge joint for this little frog foot here, which we got to see in robot mode. And there is Gamakichi and Kurama side by side. And real quick for comparison, here is Kurama next to Cheetor in their beast mode, so you can see them side by side. Overall, not a bad 2-pack, and like I said, this was a really awesome crossover. Despite me not being into Naruto, these 2 characters had some pretty cool, unique beast modes to offer to go along with my other Maximals and Predacons, and I cannot wait to display them on shelf side by side with them. And as you can see, they also look really cool next to some of the Beast Wars second crew. I feel like they fit in really well with that team. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. And stay tuned for more Transformer reviews and other cool toy reviews here on CoolToyReview.com. Like and subscribe. Follow us anywhere you can on social media. And if you're looking for this set for your own collection, it was a fan channel exclusive, meaning you could get it through places like GameStop, Big Bad Toy Store, or Entertainment Earth, because you don't want to miss out on adding these awesome beast modes to your Transformer collection. And you can follow me at Triptychonus for more Transformers fan content, Roger content, and Star Wars fan content. And we'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. Transform and Naruto run out?